Well, greetings and salutations, test takers. This is Series 7 Guru coming to you from my off-grid studio, getting our kicks on historic Route 66 with an explication request. If you have an explication request, send it to explicationrequest@guruexamprep.com. This is a question on 65, 66 that breaks down to a cocktail party trick called the Rule of 72. How long does it take to double money given a rate of return, or how long does it take to double money given on a time frame? Now, here it actually tells you in the question to use the Rule of 72, but you should be prepared to kind of recognize the symmetry in the question here, right? So as I set this up, I say, okay, well, their present value here is $5,000. The future value is $20,000, trying to get you more comfortable with the nomenclature, the terminology. And it's 10 years. So if I can get to my halfway to my financial destination, halfway through this financial journey is 5 years out. So if I could double that 5 to 10 and then double it again, I would be at $20,000. So the rule of 72 says I take the 72, divide by the number of years. So 72 divided by 5 gives me 14.4 to take 5 to 20 to 10, and then 14.4 would take 10 to 20. So the answer to this question is 14.4. I kind of think of this as the internal rate of return is the way I think of it as the bridge between present value and future value. Now, sometimes on the test, this is the idea here. What is needed to calculate present value? I'm just using this as kind of a riff on this concept. So if I want to figure out present value or solve for that, I'm going to need to know the future value. I'm going to need the rate of return, 14.4, and I'm going to need the number of compounding periods, in this case, 10 years. If I did that math, I would find out that the present value is $5,000. Now, the other thing that might do on the test, as I told you, and I'm just trying to get you comfortable, a little riffing a little bit, is understanding if we're solving for this, right? If we're solving for that, we use the rule of 72. I'm not going to actually make you do this on the test unless it's a rule of 72 because you don't have a calculator with an exponential key on it. But to solve for future value, what is $5,000 today invested at 14.4% going to be in 10 years? It's mainly input. So whenever there's three of a thing, that's what we want to know, right? To solve for future value, we're going to need present value, $5,000, the number of compounding periods, 10 years, and the rate of return, 14.4. If we did that, we would come up with this, $20,000. Here we can do the math because we know the cocktail party trick, the math trick called the rule of 72. So remember, inch by inch, the rule of 72 is a cinch. Yard by yard, the rule of 72 is hard. And I hope you do encounter this on year 65, 66, because it should be easy to solve. There's no interpretation about what the right answer is on a math question. I'll see you for the next explication request.